Hi everyone, it's Beth, and today I'm going to talk about NovaLend. But first, let me remind you that I am not a financial advisor, so everything I say here is only my opinion. So please take the time, do your own due diligence, and then remember to never invest anything that you are unwilling to lose. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about, before I get into NovaLend, I want to talk a little bit about lending platforms in general. And I'm definitely, like everyone, feeling burnt out on lending programs. And certainly in the wake of BitConnect, also, the FUD is real. So whether or not there are programs coming out that actually have wonderful intentions or not, there is a lot of negative stigma here in this space. Now, that being said, I have been asked to do a review of this site. So I looked this over. I spent a fair amount of time actually talking to one of the people behind the platform, and I was really happy with what they had to say and really all of the information that is out there and some of the new twists that they are adding in here to the lending space. So while this is, certainly not, I definitely think that there's a lot more competition in lending than there was before, and there's a lot more risk than there was before. But I do think that NovaLend has a fair amount of, at least unique aspects to it that really does make this worth talking about. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on here with this platform. Round one of the ICO does start tomorrow. So that will be on February the 6th. They did have a pre-sale already. Coins of the pre-sale sold at 25 cents. They sold 2 million coins during the pre-sale, and they sold out really well. So I do think that they're, well, let's just look at what's here. Okay, so, excuse me. First and foremost, I will say that they are focusing here on communication, which is really, really fantastic to me. So they have Twitter, they have an announcement page, they are on Telegram, and like I said, I was able to talk to one of the developers who was really, really helpful in answering a lot of my questions. I'm also going to be trying to set up a Q&A with him so that, you guys can hear him answer some of my questions. But he really did go through everything that I had to ask him and answer point by point for me. So I really, really appreciated the time that he took to go over my questions with me, and that was fantastic. So, okay, here we go. So NovaLend, it's going to be a lending platform. They do not use trading bots. This is a bunch of traders who have experience with trading, and they are out there, and they are trading on different exchanges, and they are using 40 different trading pairs, including the Bitcoin USD pair. And they are also using Bitfinex to do margin trading, which means that they will able to benefit from both a bullish or a bear market, which we're in the middle of a bear market right now. I certainly hope that it will turn around soon, but realistically, I don't know that we're at the bottom yet. Right now we're watching Bitcoin really struggle at the $7,000 mark, which, that, I guess it depends on where you are in crypto. Maybe you bought in or have been in a long time and $7,000 seems, fantastic to you. But if you bought in at all-time highs, then, maybe you should think about cost averaging down your position if that's possible for you, because I do think Bitcoin's going to come back up. Crypto's coming back up. Blockchain is, it's revolutionary technology. It's so much more than just Bitcoin. So I'm definitely not scared. I am certainly looking for the dip, and I intend on, increasing my position in a lot of crypto. So I am really actually happy to see that there are, that this lending platform is doing margin trading so that they will be able to take advantage of the either bullish or bearish market. So additionally, they are also using Kraken for trading, and they're using Bittrex for trading some of the more popular altcoin pairings. I am hoping that they will also add Binance, because there are some fantastic pairings over there, and I think Binance has a lot of profit opportunity. Certainly, I've been doing better on Binance than on Bittrex, but That's just me. So I think this is really interesting, especially that portion that they're not just saying, hey, we're just going to trade our trading pair because, that's pretty limited. So that they're going to be doing 40 different pairs. I think that is really, really great. All right. So they are having an ICO. Now, like I said, they already had a pre-sale, and they have set this up so that the ICO is going to take place in 15 rounds. And the first round starts tomorrow. That's February 6th. And each round is going to have a maximum contribution limit that is going to be announced at the beginning of each round based on the market demand. So right now, there are looks like 100,000 coins that are going to be sold here in round 1 at 50 cents. And they are going to just run these continuously. They're going to take, once a round is sold out, it's going to have a pause of 4 hours until the next round begins. And so this is an ERC20 token. You will be able to contribute with either Ethereum or with Bitcoin. They do have 2 different wallets where they are going to be paying out your tokens from. If you do contribute with ETH, you'll be getting your tokens immediately as part of the smart contract. If you choose to contribute with Bitcoin, they will be processing those transactions manually. So definitely, you cannot contribute from an exchange. You do need to have an ERC20 token compatible wallet. For instance, you can use my Ether wallet or MetaMask, but you need to have an ERC20 token compatible wallet because you are going to be holding your coins there. So I love that. I really, really love that they are not asking people to send their coins into the platform and lock them up for the duration of the ICO. Certainly, if you were in some of the earlier lending ICOs, that was endlessly frustrating to have your Bitcoin locked up when the sale was too competitive to buy coins. So I'm really, really happy that this is not that. So that's fantastic to me. But like I said, there were 2 million coins that sold at 25 cents. So if you were paying attention and you got in at that level, I think that was fantastic. But these are now going to be starting at 50 cents for the actual ICO and will go through $1.90 by the end of the ICO. So there's really a lot of price markup there. So I think that there's, the sooner the better as far as getting in here. But as far as like competitively speaking, these seem like reasonable prices to me. So I'm really thinking that that's attractive also. They're not selling coins at $4 or something like that when the market is really not reflecting lending coins at that value at this time. So 50 cents, that is my target, that's for sure. All right, so like I said, they sold, this says 2 million and 2 million, a little more than 2 million coins, sorry. But they are selling another 4 million coins during the ICO. So that is how the ICO is going to work. Like I said, you definitely need to have an ERC20 token compatible wallet for this to work for you. Okay, so what are they doing that's different here? Well, they're a blockchain, so that's not so different. But they are definitely focusing on communication. Like I said, they've been really accessible, and I really, really like that. So they have 24/7 support. Also here, they have an invitation bonus, which is, so during the first 6 months after the launch of the external exchange, NovaLend is going to share 90% of the total platform trading fees to all users who have a minimum of 15,000 NLC tokens. So, the exchanges are a very profitable aspect of these platforms, and that they are going to be sharing with investors who, invest a fair amount and buy 15,000 tokens. I think that is really, really attractive. So they are also developing a NovaLend loyalty card. And I did ask him about this, and he said that they are working with different merchants in the EU to try to establish partnerships that will allow people to use their NovaLend Supernova points as part of the a loyalty program with those different merchants. Additionally, those Supernova points will be able to get you a bonus on your lending, or can get you a decrease in the term of your loan. So you'll get your capital release back faster. So, and it's an ERC20 token. You can use my Ether wallet, Parity, MetaMask, the Mist wallet if you run a full node, but you can. It must be an ERC20 token compatible wallet. So they're focusing on security, trust, and sustainability. So security, you're going to be holding your own tokens. That also is really developing the trust, I think, in the community. And, they are coming up with different aspects here and doing lots of different trading. So that should lend to the sustainability of the platform. They really have been working on this for a long time. They actually started working on this in kind of the beginning of 2017 and have been developing their lending and working on the exchange and getting everything up and ready to go so that things will be ready in quick order after the end of the ICO. So they are going to have trading. So they will have an internal and external exchanges. There's going to be lending, so you can have monthly interest up to 52%. Also, they're going to be doing staking, which in the first grouping does start at 30%, decreasing over time down to 10%. And then they do also have network lending. So the idea here is with network lending that if someone is getting started with a lower amount of capital, say their base lending is $99. So if you are in that lower amount, you can contribute to a network lending pool. So each pool is going to be open for 24 hours. And over the course of that 24 hours, everyone who contributes into that pool is all going to be kind of lumped into the same overall lending amount. And then whatever the total is for that 24-hour pool, that's going to receive the overall balance or the overall bonus for that total balance. So, if you're someone who's just getting started and, you don't have a huge amount of capital to invest, you will be able to get a higher interest rate to get that guaranteed bonus every day by locking yourself into a pool. Now, the pool does have a different lending term. So I'll show you that in the white paper, but I believe that they're all 199 days if you are participating in network lending, versus if you're just doing the regular lending, that has a decreasing term with your increasing amount. So that is really, really interesting, I think, a new twist on lending, and I really do like that. I do look for things that I think are attractive to people who are just getting started. There are a lot of people who follow the channel who are just getting started, so that you are able to kind of jump right in and get that higher bonus as if you had that big amount of capital to invest. I do think that that is very, very attractive, and hopefully other people will too, because really I think, there's, like I said, there's a lot of stigma in this space right now. I get it. I feel it. So, that this does have something else to add, a new twist on lending. I do think that that is hopefully enough to overcome that stigma. Okay, so then, like I said before, the Supernova points are going to allow people to get bonuses on their lending and network lending, and also, or you can choose to get your capital back faster. So I think that is interesting also. All right. So you can see here, here's the roadmap. They got started here in January of 2017, starting the smart contract, developing the trading software, and then in Q2, they launched the beta version of the NovaLend trading software and the development of the internal exchange. And then in Q3, they started developing the lending platform and the binary system. This is also going to have a binary system, so you won't So you'll also get bonuses based on your team's right and left structure. Then in August, they worked on the development of the staking wallets and started testing website features. I did ask him because I looked up when the site was registered. It was registered in December of 2017. So I did ask him about this, and they had been working on an internal server on the development of these features prior to registering the domain in December. And then in Q4, they had the white paper release and the system upgrade. That is when they registered their domain and they deployed the smart contract. So Q1 of 2018, they're going to be focusing on the improvement of website features, and they had the promoters pre-sale in January. They also have a bounty program, and they're working on the ICO crowd sale. In February, they will have the launch of the internal exchange, lending, and network lending, also the binary system, and the starting of the Supernova Points program. So pretty much everything is ready to go right off the bat. They will not have staking available, however, until March. And they hope to see this listed on EtherDelta, which of course anybody can add a token to EtherDelta, so that's not really a big deal. But they also do want to see a launch on CoinExchange. I do also understand that there is a new decentralized Ethereum token exchange. I believe it's called the IDEX exchange, and I've been meaning to go over that also. But that's another video. So look for that. It'll be coming. All right, and then in April 2018, they want to launch peer-to-peer lending and have a mobile wallet for iOS and Android. The target at that point will be $10. So, I don't think that seems outrageous. I certainly think, I'm really hopeful that by April, we definitely will see a turnaround in crypto. So I think $10 will seem reasonable if we get back to a higher price in Bitcoin, or, a higher market cap for crypto in general. So then in Q3, they want to be listed on more major exchanges. And then in August of 2018, they're going to have a debit card and have partnerships with mobile app developers. So the price target there is $30. And Q4 2018, they're going to implement the Supernova points into the debit card ecosystems, the debit card, then ecosystems, I'm not sure what that means, and local global event in Amsterdam. That would be fun to go to. If they'd like to invite me, I would love to go. All right, so that's the roadmap that's out so far. And, I think that it seems like a really well thought out plan. They've definitely put a lot of work into this already. So I really do think that they're, assuming that they can overcome the stigma, and I think with support from the community, they'll be able to do that, then I do think that, they've, especially because they're doing margin trading in this bear market, I really think that there's definite possibility for profit here. So that's why I'm talking about it. Okay, so as far as the smart card goes, they want it, like I said, they're going to be letting you use Supernova points for discounts on major online shops. He did say that they are in discussions with different merchants in the EU right now for adding in those loyalty rewards. So it will also be secure. There are full secured blockchain transactions which provide transparency and reliability. Additionally, payments are instant thanks to blockchain technology, and they are cashless. You won't need to carry any fiat currency to shop. You can use your card everywhere you go. So there is no partnership listed here as to who will be the issuer for this. So that's definitely still in the works. All right. So here is what the programs are. So for lending, the basic, so this is normal lending. The lowest amount here is $99. It does go up to $1,000. You'll get the daily variable rate plus a 0.07% bonus. right off the bat, that's very nice. Your capital comes back after 199 days at this level. If you move up to the next tier, that will get you a bonus of 0.12% every day with your capital back after 179 days. At the $5,001 mark, that will bump you up to 0.22% every day and your capital back after 129 days. And then at the $10,001 mark, that's going to bump you up to the daily variable rate plus a 0.3% bonus every day with your capital back after 89 days. And then at the $25,001 mark, that's going to bump you up to 0.4%, and you will get your capital back after 69 days. So they also have affiliate bonuses. For level 1, it is 9%, level 2, 5, level 3 is 3%, level 4 is 2%, and level 5 is 1%. And then they have a binary bonus structure. So if you're left, it's going to be whatever your lowest side is, that's going to be the bonus that you get. So if your left side is $1,000 and your right side is $10,000, you're still going to get this 8% bonus. So definitely, if you're setting up your teams, try to make sure that you're allocating people. I need to ask him actually whether it will be whether we'll be allocating people for ourselves or if it'll be automatically dispersed. It's a lot of work to to manually assign people. So I'm hoping that it will be smart about it. That would be nice. Okay, so the bonus goes up to 15% though if you get over $100,000 on both your left and your right side. Here is the staking chart. Like I said before, it does start at 30% for March. April is going to move to 25%, May down to 20%, June we'll see 15%, and July we'll see 10% interest on staking. So there's only 4 million tokens that will be available for staking, and so it's only going to be around for 5 months. And I really like staking, so I'm happy to see, that these are very clear terms set out for the staking. That was certainly a critique of BitConnect, was that there was, the amount of tokens that were allocated for staking weren't so clearly defined. So I like that these are. Alrighty. So here's the network lending. And it is, like I kind of already described it, but it's really designed for people who are starting out with a smaller amount. If you are someone who is already going to be in these higher levels, it makes more sense for you to do normal lending, because once you move into the network lending, your capital releases all 199 days. So it really doesn't make any sense for you to loan into the network lending if you are already getting your 0.4%. So if you have a $25,000 loan, it certainly would not make any sense for you to loan into network lending, because you're not going to get any more than 0.4%, and you would get your capital back after 199 days rather than 69 days. So it's definitely an advantage to people who are getting started with lower capital amounts. Alrighty. And then, like I said, they did already have the pre-sale. They sold 2 million coins. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a cold. And then the main sale is going to sell 4.4 million coins. They did have a promoter's pre-sale and bounty, which I was not a part of, that were 200,000 coins. And the team is reserving 500,000 coins. Advisors are getting 100,000. Staking is 4 million coins. This 8 million coins in reserve. I've been told, he told me that they are going to be locking those coins for 2 years. So we won't be seeing a big dump come from the from the developers, basically, because these coins are going to be locked up. I also really like that. So the marketing is, as far as fund distribution goes, marketing is getting 40%, development and support for 30%, legal fees 10%, the integration of security and audits is 5%, and sales and partnerships is 12%, with other at 3%. So no new tokens will ever be created. Excuse me. Alrighty, so Like I said before, if you are contributing with ETH, you're going to be getting your tokens right away because it is part of the smart contract. But if you decide to contribute with Bitcoin, you are going to have to wait for them to process those manually. So, can you send from an exchange? No. Can you send Bitcoin from an exchange? So ETH, no, because it has to be an ERC20 token compatible wallet. That's how you get to work with the smart contract. You know, if you send from an exchange, you don't have your private key. You're not really in control of your coins when you don't have your private key. So don't do that. Also, don't keep your coins on an exchange because you don't have the private key. All right, so, but you can send your Bitcoin from an exchange because you're just going to be providing them with a transaction ID, and then they're going to be processing those manually. So which wallet can you use? Well, you can use my Ether wallet, Myth, Parity, or MetaMask. And you can use this information right here in order to add the custom token to your ERC20 token compatible wallet, which you will need to do in order to see the balance show up in your wallet. When will it be listed on external exchanges? Like I said before, they want to be on EtherDelta and CoinExchange in March. And there is this referral structure, which is nice. So if you want to participate, you click on the Join Crowd Sale button and buy NCL, at which point you'll be provided with all of the relevant information that you need to do that. So if you want to contact them, you can do that here. They have 24/7 support. Like I said, they also, they have other social media. They have Facebook, Twitter, they're on YouTube, Telegram. So they are very accessible, and I do really like that. He definitely promised me that they are listening to the feedback of the community, and they will be keeping us updated regularly, which I really, really appreciate. One thing that I did also ask him about was reinvesting. And he said that if you, let's see, he said that if you come over here and that there's going to be a reinvest option. So you can choose auto reinvestment. But every day when you get your payments, you can actually choose to turn that off. So that is certainly an improvement over the auto reinvest that is over at Devore. And, they took that. They really took that to heart. So I think that's a really great indication that they are going to be, listening to the community and trying to really make a platform that people want to use. So that's great. All right. So basically, I was going to show you this stuff in the white paper, which is they have a scenario here over whether you'd benefit more with doing the network lending or doing the regular lending, but I hope I've already really explained that. So I really think that this is an interesting project. Like I said, the ICO does start tomorrow. If you do want to participate, then I will have a referral link in the description box for the video. By all means, though, take the time, make sure that you're researching this, and make decisions that you're comfortable with. And I'm serious when I say don't invest money that you're unwilling to lose. I am playing with house money, and I can be a little more loose with the decisions that I make and the things that I am willing to take a risk on. So, you've got to do what is comfortable for you. But I think that this looks pretty good. And assuming that lending continues to be a thing, which I kind of think that it will. I mean, really, I think as right now, there's a lot of bad press. There just is. But I think that crypto moves really fast, and I kind of expect some of this to blow over as, some of these become more successful. So I'm hopeful that this one will be successful. I do think that that the network lending is really, really interesting, and the staking rewards are really nice. So, I'm going to be staking some coins. I really, really like that you don't have to lock up any coins if you want to contribute to this. So it ticked a few boxes for me, so I thought it was worth my time to make this video. So, all right, if you liked the video, then please do leave a like. And if you'd like to see more from me, then please do subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comment section. or hop on over to the Discord channel and join the community over there. All right, I want to thank you for your time today, everyone. I'll see you next time.